Hello everybody, this is Bashir, Math faculty for IIT JEE from Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. Dear students, in this session let us highlight the solutions of mathematics part of JEE Advanced 2021 paper 1, right, conducted on 3rd of October 2021. Right, it is a kind of math part is bit easy to moderate. Okay, let us see the questions followed by solutions. Yeah friends, you see, consider a triangle whose two sides lie along x axis and the line x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. The orthocenter of triangle ABC is 1 comma 1. Then find the equation of the circle passing through the vertices of the triangle. Right. You see, it is simple friends. Suppose this is the required triangle, say ABC, given one of the sides is x axis, say y is equal to 0 this side, and suppose this side is x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0, as well the orthocenter is given as 1 comma 1. Now I want the equation of the circle passing through ABC, that means nothing but the circumcircle of triangle ABC. I think by this time you can recall the important result related to orthocenter. You see, the image of orthocenter about any side of a triangle lies on the circumcircle, right. The image of orthocenter about any side of a triangle lies on the circumcircle. You see, the image of 1 comma 1 about x axis is going to be, it will be 1 comma minus 1, right. In the same way, the image of 1 comma 1 about this line, you can find it is going to be friends minus 2 comma minus 2. I think you know how to find the image. Let it be h comma k. You see, h minus x1 by x coefficient is k minus y1 by y coefficient is minus 2 into, substitute 1 comma 1, you will get 3 by a square plus b square is 2. From this you will get this point as, you see, 1 comma 1, minus 2 comma minus 2, and we need one more point to find the equation of the circle. You see, this is the point of intersection of these two lines. Since y coordinate is 0, you can say x is minus 1. Now it is very comfortable and easy question. 3 points on the circle, say this minus 1 comma 0, minus 2 comma minus 2. Just identify the circle which satisfies all the 3, or else we have standard methods to find the equation of the circle when 3 points are known on it, right. So you can clearly observe that option B is the right answer. You can substitute and verify. What a simple question. So it is just mains level question. You see, all the single correct answer questions are plus 3 minus 1 kind of. So you can easily grab marks in this question, right. Then you see friends, the second question, it is based on areas. The area of the region where he is taking set of all ordered pairs xy, that means set of all points xy, x is 0 to 9 by 4, y is 0 to 1, x greater than or equal to 3y, x plus y greater than or equal to 2, which is a simple question related to areas friends. You see this one, yeah, x is 0 to 9 by 4 means, suppose this is, say this is 9 by 4, which is 2.25, let it be a vertical line. X lies between these two means our points will be in this region, right. Then y between 0 to 1, say this is y is equal to 1 line, okay. Now friends, x greater than or equal to 3y, for which first you draw the line x is equal to 3y, that is y is 1 by 3 into x. So it is a line passing through origin. You see, when x is 3 by 4, you see 9 by 4, which is going to be 3 by 4 less than this, you can say this line. Now the region represented by this can be either above or below. So what should be taken? You take a testing point. You see, this could be some 2 comma 0. You just substitute 2 comma 0 in this, 2 greater than or equal to 0, correct. That means I have to take the region which is down of this. This is the region, okay. The next another constraint is also there, x plus y is equal to 2. So that means x intercept is 2, y intercept is 2, this is the line. Of these, greater than or equal to 2 means it is not the side where origin is. So you have to take right side. So I can say this side region we have to take. So finally you can identify that the solution of this is nothing but this region. You see this point, this point. So this is the quadrilateral formed by these 4 points. This is the region, friends, what we require. I think you can identify the region which we require, right? So since it is a quadrilateral, just try to identify the 4 vertices. You see this point is very clear. One of the vertices is, you can say, 2, 0. The other is, you see, 9/4, 0, second point, say A, B. Third point, you can solve this. See, this is the line x is equal to, you can say, 9/4, x coordinate is 9/4. On this line, when x is 9/4, y is 3/4. This is 9/4, 3/4, this is C, whereas D is going to be point of intersection of these two. You just try to find, this is x plus y is equal to 2, this is x is nothing but 3y, 4y is 2 means y is 1/2, as well as if y is 1/2, x is 3/2, this is the one, right. Now friends, as you know 4 vertices, you can easily find area of a quadrilateral, half modulus determinant of, you can just apply a technique also, 1 minus 3, 2 minus 4. 1 minus 3 means 2 minus 9/4 is minus 1/8. Then second friends, 0 minus 3/4 is minus 3/4. Then 2 minus 4, 9/4 minus 2/4 is 7/4. 0 minus 3/2 is minus 3/2, or else we have many standard methods to find area of a quadrilateral. You can write half modulus, first vertex, second, third, fourth, and we repeat the first one. You can also apply that. This gives the answer to be 11/32. Okay. So this is a simple problem. Read the question, plot the area. This is the feasible region what we call, which is a quadrilateral. We do not require the, you see, integration and all. It is very simple. You identify the 4 points and apply coordinate geometry to find the area. But I do not think we require integration and all. Very simple, no. You see, we can easily answer 2 questions, you see, at a stretch. So where you can score already 3 plus 3, 6 marks, right. Fine, dear students. Then we shall move to the third question. Yeah, you see this question bit interesting and little lengthy even. Just see. See, consider 3 sets E1, F1, G1. Okay. I can say that in this paper the most lengthiest question is this itself. The remaining are all bit easy. Then what he has done, you see, let me write here. E1 stands for set 1, 2, 3, and F1 stands for set 1, 3, 4, and G1 stands for set 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now 2 elements are chosen at random without replacement from the set E1, and let S1 denote the set of those chosen elements. From these 2 elements are chosen, we call that set as S1. Okay, fine. Let E2 is E1 minus S1. After choosing 2 elements, you will be left with some set that is called E2. Suppose if you choose 1, 2, singleton 3 is E2, right. Then next, F2 is F1 union S1. So join these two, you will get F2. Okay, right. Suppose if you have chosen 2, 3, you will get 1, 2, 3, 4 as F2. Then now 2 elements are chosen at random from without replacement from the set F2, and from these 2 elements are chosen, he called them as, you see, S2 he called, and that S2 now, you see, joined with G1. So you combine this with G1, you will get G2. Okay. So from G2 also 2 elements are chosen at random without replacement from the set G2. So from this also again he has selected 2 elements, he is calling that as, you see, yeah, denote that set with S3, selected one is S3, right. After writing S3, what he is going to do is this E2 and this S3 he is combining to form, you see, E3, fine. You see how E3 is formed. We started our journey with E1, he selected 2 elements, say S1, left out elements are E2, he kept this in F1, again 2 are selected, that is S2, again it is kept in G1, he selected 2 elements, that is G2, from that, I mean after joining you will get G2, select 2 elements, that is S3. Now this S3 and E2 elements are joined to form E3. Now this is, it takes time to understand up to here, fine. This is the thing what he has given, a lengthy expression is given. So we need little time to understand it, fine. Let, given that E1 is equal to E3, finally E1 is equal to E3 is happened. Let P be the conditional probability of the event S1 is equal to 1, 2. Then find the value of 1P, that is what he is asking, friends. Right here, dear friends, I mean to say, okay, you see it is indirectly Bayes theorem related problem. We start our question from process from here. We have to select 2, friends. We can select 2 elements from this in 3 ways. You see, it can be 1, 2 or 1, 3 or 2, 3. 3 steps, friends. So from this we continue the thing, and it is given that final E3 and E1 is the same. So first you treat getting E1 is equal to E3 as total probability theorem. Find the probability of getting E1 is equal to E3, and we want the case. If that is case, we want the probability that has happened due to 1 comma 2 is selected. I think you got my point. It is Bayes theorem application. So friends, in this case, for your convenience, let me start my problem with this case. Let me discuss. Okay, so I can say, dear friends, yeah, fine. You see, set 1, 2. Suppose I have taken set 1, 2. Let me call it as S1. What about E2, friends? E2 is nothing but singleton 3. Fine, okay. Now join S1 elements with F1 so that you will get F2 as, you see, combine this, you will get F2 as set 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right. So these F2 elements, from this you need to select 2, friends. Select 2. So these 2 elements can be selected in 4C2 ways, that is 6 ways. You can say, so you have to select 2 out of these. So those 2 must be kept in G1. Okay. So for your convenience, dear friends, yeah, you see, let me erase this here so that you can understand better. Yeah. Yeah, you see, I have, suppose I have to select 1, 2 case. What is the chance that I can select 1, 2, friends? 1 by 3, because I can select 1, 2, 2, 3 and 1, 3. 1 by 3 is the chance. After selecting 1, 2, if I mix with F1, it becomes set 1, 2, 3, 4. So again I have to select 2 elements from this. Those 2 can be, friends, you see, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, again 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, you see 6 possibilities will be, right. Out of these cases, friends, you see, if you join these, you see, with this, you will be getting in 1, 2 case, 1, 3 case, 1, 4 case, you may get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other 3 cases, as they are the elements of that, you will get just 2, 3, 4, 5 only, even though you join. Now you have to select 2 elements out of this such that it should be like 1, 2 only, because if it is combined with singleton 3, you have to get 1, 2, 3, right. So friends, let me write the probability here. You see, let me write the probability here. First thing, the probability of selecting 1, 2 is going to be from this, out of this selecting 1, 2 is probability 1 by 3. After selecting 1, 2, there are 6 possibilities. You see friends, if you get out of 6, if you select these, if you combine, there is no 1, there is no chance to get 1, 2, and hence there is no chance to get the same set E3. So you are having 3 favorable cases out of 6, 3 by 6 friends. Then if this is happened, this is going to be G1, from which you need to select 2 elements, which can be selected in 5C2 ways, 10 ways, of which I have to get 1, 2 only. So one possibility. I think friends, you got my point. So we started our journey with set 1, 2, and to get again 1, 2, this is the chance. In the same way, here this is all for selecting 1, 2, starting the journey with 1, 2. So which is friends, I can say 1 by 60 is the probability in the first case, right. In the same way, for 2, 3, for 1, 3 also you can compute friends, like you see 1 by 3 into you will get 4 by 60 similarly. So you see 4 by 2. In the same way, set 1, 3 also you will get the relevant probability. Now friends, the final answer that I can give is, you see, like Bayes' theorem, we want the case where it is 1, 2, we got 1 by 3 into 1 by 20 we got, right, 1 by 3 into, so 3 by 6 into we got 1 by 10, right. So you see, that is what we got, 1 by 3 for getting 1 by 2, then out of the 6 cases 3 are favorable, into out of 10 cases only 1 is favorable. So 1 by 60, or I can say 1 by 3 into 3 by 60, I can write 3 by 60, right. In the same way, this is favorable required case. So total probability we can write like 3 by 60 plus 1 by 3 into 8 by 60 plus 1 by 3 into 4 by 60. That is what you are going to get. I did not write the cases for these. You see, this is the case for set 1, 2, starting the journey with set 1, 2. You can start with 2, 3, this one, 1, 3, this one. This is probability for E1 is equal to E3. In this I want this case by Bayes' theorem. You can cancel 1 by 3 here. So you will get 3 by 15, which is 1 by 5 is the final answer. Friends, I can say bit lengthy problem, takes time, so such questions must be answered at the end of the paper, right? Fine. The next friends, you see complex numbers related question. I think you see friends, he has given theta 1 to theta 10 be the positive valued angles in radians such that their sum is given as 2 pi, and Z1 is a complex number like Z1 e power I theta 1. The second definition you see, Z2 is like Z1 into e power I theta 1, I can say I theta 2, right, fine. So I can say Z2 by Z1 is e power I theta 2. Of course, its modulus will be 1, am I correct? Its modulus is 1 because this is this theta 2, which is 1. Moreover, you see friends, you just so definitely you see Z1 Z2, since its modulus is 1, you can say mod Z2 is equal to mod Z1, very clear that mod Z1 is 1. So mod Z2 is also 1, mod Z3 is also 1. I can say that all these Z1, Z2, Z3 will lie on a circle with center 0, 0, radius 1. Say this is Z1, say this is Z2, Z3, like that we will be having somewhere Z10 will be, right. So, this angle would be maybe theta 1, this is I have multiplied this with theta 2, kind of this will be like this, okay. So, first step friends, you see, to get this inequality, you see mod Z2 minus Z1 represent the distance between these 2 points. Can I say that in this sector, you see this line segment is less than the arc means L is equal to r theta. You see mod Z2 minus Z1 is the distance is less than length of the arc L is r theta. Theta means the argument of Z2 by Z1, right, modulus of argument of Z2 by Z1, am I correct? In the same way, you can proceed mod Z3 minus Z2 is less than argument of Z3 by Z2, isn't it? So, if you continue up to mod Z10 minus Z9 less than argument of Z10 by Z9, and the last one is you can see argument of Z1 minus Z10 is less than argument of Z1 by Z10. So, I want to, of course, modulus of, I want to add all these things. So, friends, if I just add all these things, you see what happens, you can observe here. Yeah, first step is going to be, yeah, you add all these things, it is going to be, let me call it as say required expression is less than. So, argument of Z2 by Z1 I can say theta 2 plus this is according to this that only, Z2 by Z1 is e power I theta 1, no, Z2 by Z1 is e power I theta 2. So, argument is theta 2, theta 2 plus theta 3 plus and so on theta 10 up to here. And whereas you see as the sum is 2 pi, this angle I can say that 2 pi minus of all these, 2 pi minus of theta 2 plus theta 3 plus and so on theta 10, am I correct? So, you can cancel this part. So, I can say that required expression is less than 2 pi. Of course, maybe by the choice of these, if you choose theta is like something like 0, all may coincide, may equality may come. So, required expression is less than or equal to 2 pi. So, statement P is absolutely correct. Fine friends. In the same way, I think it is clear, right. I have just applied length of the arc is greater than the line segment Z1, Z2 I have added, right. After this friends, it is not that difficult to prove the second statement from this one. You see, we can say like, yeah, mod Z1 square minus Z2 square is given in the second case. So, friends, I can write mod Z2 square minus Z1 square is equal to mod Z2 minus Z1 into mod Z2 plus Z1, right. So, I can say this is less than or equal to 2 pi, sorry, this is less than or equal to Z2 minus Z1, but in this place I can say mod Z2 plus mod Z1, right. Yes, modulus of Z2 plus Z1, because we know mod Z1 plus Z2 less than or equal to mod Z1 plus mod Z2. You know each of one has modulus 1, this is 2. So, this is less than or equal to 2 mod Z2 minus Z1. Now, in the same way you write for second expression, third expression, last expression, you just add, you will get second required expression is less than or equal to twice of this, which is nothing but the LHS of this, which is 2 into 2 pi you will get, which is less than or equal to 4 pi, and hence friends statement Q is also correct. Okay. So, friends, I can say statement P as well as Q both are true. Fine. The next friends, you see this question. So, it is a paragraph kind of question. There are two questions. You see 3 numbers are chosen at random, one after the other with replacement from the set S is equal to 1 to 100. P1 is the probability that maximum of chosen numbers is at least 81. You see, you are choosing 3 numbers, maximum of them must be at least 81, means 81 or more. So, can I write P1 like 1 minus none of them is greater than 81, means all less than or equal to 80? Yes, first one less than or equal to 80, second one less than or equal to 80, third one less than or equal to 80. So, you can simplify 1 minus, you can say 464 by 1000. You can simplify this and you can automatically answer this, right? You can just substitute here. In the same way, you see second question, P2 be the probability that minimum of the chosen numbers is at most 40. So, means minimum of them is at most 40, means maximum 40, means can I write the case like probability P2 as 1 minus all numbers are, you see, greater than 40. It is at most 40 means maximum 40. Let me take above 40, all numbers above 40 means 60 by 100 is the probability, right? First number is above 40, second number is above 40 and third number is also above 40. So, 1000 can be taken out, then you can say 3 by 5, 1 minus 27 by, I can say, yeah, you can say 3, 2 gets cancelled, no, 125. Even here also 4 if I take, 4 cube 64, this becomes 2 gets cancelled, 125. You can easily simplify the rest of the part. This is 625 is waiting here, which can be cancelled with 125. Even here also the same. So, you can simplify this. You can say that this is 98 by 125. So, 125 by 4 into 98 by 125. You can do simplification, it does not matter. So, 4.24.5 you will get, right. So, simple question, 2 questions in IIT Advanced is a basic question in probability, right, just a bit of understanding it, right. Fine friends, the next one, you see this question, paragraph question. Earlier he said alpha, beta, gamma be real numbers satisfying these 3 constraints, 3 equations. Given the system is consistent, consistent means it has solution, maybe unique or infinite, and mod m det m represent the determinant of this matrix. So, he is asking det m in one question. If P is the plane containing all such points alpha, beta, gamma, the distance from the point, of course, square of the distance from the point 0, 1, 0 to that plane he is asking. Once we get a relation, the problem is very easy, friends. You see, since the system is consistent, what way you can do, friends? The point is simple, we just consider the augmented matrix A by B. You see what happens, 1, 2, 3 alpha, right, 4, 5, 6 beta, next 7, 8, 9 gamma minus 1, right. Now, the operations are, first with the help of first element you make it 0, with the help of this element you make it 0. So, this becomes, friends, 1, 2, 3 alpha, then multiply with 4 and subtract 0, this is going to be minus 3, this is minus 6, beta minus 4 alpha, right. Then next multiply with 7 and subtract 0, 14 means minus 6, this is 21 means minus 12, this is gamma minus 1 minus 7 alpha, right. Then the next step, with the help of this element you make this is 0. Friends, let me write here, this is 1, 2, 3 alpha, 0 minus 3 minus 6 beta minus 4 alpha. The next step, you see, I am doubling it and subtracting from this 0, 0, 0. So, you will get gamma minus 1 minus 7 alpha, double and subtract means minus 2 beta plus 4 plus 8 alpha, right. This is the one. If you want the system to be consistent, friends, you see, rank of A must be equal to rank of A by B, which must be less than 3. So, this must be 0, friends. If this is 0, you see alpha minus 2 beta plus gamma minus 1 is equal to 0. Yes, yes. Once you get, the problem is done almost, friends. You see, now the step is So what is the relation connecting alpha, beta, gamma? This is the relation. Step 1, question number 7, you see, what is the value of det m? You just find det m, you are going to get it as alpha minus 2 beta plus gamma, which is readily available. Answer is 1. Clear? Value of d, actually d means the square of the distance of the plane from the point 0, 1, comma 1. So what is the plane which always satisfies this? You see, can I take the plane like x minus 2y plus z is equal to 1? Yes, it always contains alpha, beta, gamma, isn't it? So now find the perpendicular distance, very simple. Find the perpendicular distance. This is modulus of 2 by 4, 5, 6, root 6. See, modulus of, you see 0, this is 2 minus 1, which is, see, minus 2 minus 1 will give you minus 3. So 3 by root 6 is going to be d. D square he is asking about, which is 9 by 6, that is 3 by 2, 1.5 is the answer. That's it. That's it. Very simple. The only point is, you see, by rank method you try to deduct this condition, half of the problem is done. It means you have answered 2 questions, not a single question, right? Friends, this is why we say matrices topic is very, very important, right? Okay, fine. The next, friends, you see another question, what I can say is, consider the lines L1, L2, okay, first line, second line. Now, for a fixed constant lambda, C is the curve which is locus of P such that the product of the distances of P from L1 and distance of P from L2 is lambda square. Okay, fine. So first of all you have to find the curve C, that is step 1. The next, the line y is equal to 2x plus 1 meets C at 2 points R and S, where the distance between R and S is given, right? It may be helpful to find the locus completely, fine. The next, let the perpendicular bisector of RS meet C at 2 distinct points, say R dash and S dash. Let D be the square of the distance between R dash and S dash. So he is asking to find lambda square and value of D. Fine, you see, friends. First let us try to find the locus. So we can take P x1 y1 be a point in the locus. Let me take like directly xy. The perpendicular distance from this point onto these 2 lines means modulus of root 2x plus y minus 1 by root of a square plus b square is root 3, right, into this perpendicular distance root 2x minus y plus 1 by, in fact, root 3 is equal to lambda square, he said. Fine, friends, this gives, you can treat like this is a plus b, a minus b, so a square minus b square, a square minus of y minus 1 whole square with modulus is equal to 3 lambda square, right? Fine. Of course, we need to write plus or minus. We may get, if this is a constant, it may be hyperbola. Fine, okay. Now the question is, we are not going to comment what kind of curve it is. The line y is equal to 2x plus 1 meets this curve. You see, in this there is a beauty, y minus 1 is equal to 2x, you see. Yes. So to solve, to find the points of intersection of these two, you can replace y minus 1 by 2x. So this is 2x whole square, 4x square. So 2x square you will get 2x square is equal to 3 lambda square. So friends, x square is equal to 3 by 2 lambda square. So the x coordinates, x1 is going to be, friends, you can say minus root 3 by 2 lambda, x2 is going to be plus root 3 by 2 into lambda. These are the 2 points. Now the distance between these two is given. Friends, you can observe one thing, distance means x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. What is x1 minus x2? You see, 2 times root 3 by 2 lambda x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2. How to find? You see, y1 minus y2 means, you can observe here, y1 minus y2 is twice of x1 minus x2, you can observe. Yes, it is twice of x1 minus x2 whole square means 4 times root 3 by 2 into, 4 times root 3 by 2 lambda whole square. Okay. Friends, finally, this is equal to under root is equal to root 70 means this is root 70. If you just equate it, you will get lambda square is equal to 9. Simple equation. You get lambda square is equal to 9. That is all. So, the mechanism you see, I did not solve the curve completely because of the beautiful line he is given, convenient line he has given. Without solving this, I replaced y minus 1, we got quadratic in x, we did not solve, in fact we can write like this, difference of roots x1 minus x2 whole square, y1 minus y2 can be obtained as twice of x1 minus x2. So, root 5 into mod x1 minus x2 is the answer, friends. So, from this you will get lambda square is equal to 9. Friends, after this one more question is left here. So, let me try to complete this. So, after getting this, you have to find a line, you see, which is perpendicular bisector of RS. Okay. So, friends, just now we got an equation in terms of x1, you see, we got x square value. So, x1 y1 are opposite in sign, you see this is hyperbola, this line cuts it at R and S, right. So, perpendicular bisector of RS means you have to take x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2, you want this point midpoint. So, x1 plus x2, because they are equal and opposite in sign, x1 plus x2 will be 0, y1 plus y2 is nothing but, you see, y1 plus y2 is twice of x1 plus x2 plus 2. So, x1 plus x2 is 0, so y1 plus y2 by 2 is 1. So, this point is 0 comma 1. So, this line is perpendicular bisector of this is a line perpendicular to this. You will get y is equal to minus 1 by 2 into x and it passes through the point 0 comma 1. So, this is minus 1, okay, 0 comma 1 plus 1, this is the second line. Now, in the same way, this is the curve where you know lambda square as 9, this is 9 3s are 27, you know, you just substitute in place of y. Here also you see y minus 1 can be replaced by half x. In the earlier case I have substituted 2x, you substitute half x, you will get, you will get quadratic equation with only x square term here, x1 x2, you just find mod x1 minus x2 and mod y1 minus y2, here also you can find is nothing but minus half into mod x1 minus x2, yes, you just find mod x1 minus x2 whole square plus mod y1 minus y2 whole square under root, you are going to get the value of d, the distance, okay. That is all. A simple procedure, you see, look, without simplifying the total equation, you see how we have handled to solve the problem, right. Isn't the solution beautiful? Okay, fine, right. Next, friends, you see this question, for a 3 by 3 matrix, he is asking, he has given E is given, P is given, F is given, Q is a non-singular matrix of order 3 by 3, is this, which of the following is true, he is asking. Friends, here you see matrices related, we told you many times even in previous our YouTube classes also, matrices determinants is the area which you need to focus for advance. You see already we have done 2 questions paragraph kind, here one more question, here multi-correct kind of. You see first step, friends, you see, you know F is equal to PEP, he is asking. So, P you know, E you know, P you know, you just multiply PEP, you will observe that it is F. So, this statement is correct. Moreover, P square also you find, you will get this. This is no shortcut for this unless you have to simplify, that is it. You just simplify, you know P, E, P, multiply, we can find it as F. P square you find it will be identity matrix, P square is equal to I. So, first option is correct. Then second, friends, second option, you see he is asking this determinant is this, you see det of EQ plus PFQ inverse is there. So, P in place of F, friends, you try to write PEP, P Q inverse, yeah, you take which is determinant of LHS. You see P square is I, right, P square is I. Now this you can write E into Q plus PQ inverse determinant, which is det E into this. You can identify that, you just simplify det E, in this problem det E will be 0. So since det E is 0, LHS determinant will, because I can write it as det E into det of Q plus PQ inverse, yes, this will be 0. In the same way, here also you replace F by, you see P E P, P square gets goes and E comes out, det E is 0, so this will be valid, friends. And now third option, you see this is determinant, so det E cube into det F cube, LHS is 0 because det E is 0, RHS is 0 because det E is 0, but he is saying greater than, not possible, so this is wrong. Now in this way, you see sum of the diagonal elements of this matrix P inverse EP. You see friends, P inverse is nothing but P, because you see P square is equal to I, you see P is equal to P inverse, so this is P itself, right. P EP means F, F plus F is 2F, 2F you can write, 2F here, this becomes 2, this becomes 36, this becomes 6, the trace you can find, 36, 42 plus 2, 44 is the trace of this matrix. In the same way, you just write F means you can put PEP, P inverse gets cancel, E you will get, 2E you will get. Here also you just see 2E trace, 36, 6, 2, same. So same trace will be, so D is also correct. What a simple, friends. If you just have bit of observation, it may take little time, but you can answer it, a multi-correct answer type question, right, friends. The next, friends, you see this question, you see f of x is given a function, so he is asking which of the following is true, right. You see f is decreasing in the interval -2 to -1, increasing in the interval 1 comma 2, f is on to, range is this. Find, friends, to understand about this function, try to draw the graph of this, and before that you have to take the derivative of this. So v derivative of u, which is 2x minus 3, minus u derivative of v, 2x plus 2 by v square. If you consider, friends, you are going to get the derivative like 5x into x plus 4 by, you can see you see x square, 2x cube gets cancelled, and x coefficient minus 3x square, and you can say here you see minus 3x square plus 4x square, which is x square, I can say x square, and this is minus 2x square plus 3x square. This into you will get x square plus 2x plus 4 whole square. You see the derivative becomes 0 at 0 and minus 4. Yes, you see I think this is minus of you will get, minus of you will get. So you see right side of 0 you are going to get negative. You see here at minus 4 you see what is its value, at 0 it is going to be minus 6 by 4 minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2, at 0 it is going to be minus 3 by 2, and yeah, at minus 4 it is going to be minus 4 you can substitute, which is 16 plus 12 minus 6 by, which is 16, and this is minus 8 plus 4, which is, friends, you can say 22 by 12, which is 11 by 6, which is 11 by 6, which is 11 by 6, almost 2, right. So at 11 by 6 this is the value. So friends, as x tends to infinity it goes to 1, and as x tends to minus infinity also it goes to 1. You see it comes like this, then it's a polynomial kind of, it goes like this, denominator never 0, then as x tends to infinity it goes to 1. So this is the 1, friends, this is the 1, suppose. So, this is the kind of. From this you see in the interval minus 1 to 1, I think minus 2 to minus 1, this is the interval, it is decreasing, correct. Here also you can see because of this, increasing in the interval 1 to 2, correct, it is increasing. F is on to because range is not R, so this is not correct. Range is also, you see from here minus 3 by 2 to 11 by 6 kind of, this is also wrong. Simply with the help of derivative you try to take the graph of the function, you can find it, right dear students, fine. The next one, you see let E, F, G be 3 events having probabilities. You see friends, so let me take the Venn diagram E, F, G. Let me give names to them, say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, maybe outside H. P of E is 1 by 8, he said. P of E means A plus C plus E plus B is 1 by 8, okay. In the same way P of F also, P of G also, and intersection is given as 1 by 10, this is 1 by 10, fine. Now he is asking which of the following is correct. So friends, from this you see E intersection F intersection G complement, E F intersection G complement means he is talking about P of B, right friends. In this C plus E plus B is 1 by 8 minus 1 by 10, which is friends, I can say this is 40, 5 minus 4, 1 by 40. So these are probabilities means greater than or equal to 0. So this is 1 by 40 means definitely B must be, he is asking about B, B must be less than or equal to 1 by 40, this is correct. Same logic you apply here, B will also be correct. Now third one, P of A union B union C means P of E union F union G is less than or equal to P of E plus P of F plus P of G, am I correct? So friends, this is I can say equal to P of E is clearly given 1 by 8 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 4, which is exactly 13 by 24. So it is very clear that this is less than or equal to 13 by 24. Whereas friends, this is nothing but, you see 1 minus this one, 1 minus P of E union G union F, this one. So he is saying this is less than or equal to 5 by 12 means this is greater than or equal to 7 by 12, which is wrong, it is less than or equal to 13 by 24. So this is wrong. So these are the right options for this question friends, clear? Simple problem, not big task, just observe and write, right? The next friends, you see there is another problem here, matrices again, this is the third question. In fact, a paragraph question with 2 questions from matrices and 1 multi-correct answer type, another question here. You see a 3 by 3 matrix M, okay, he has given that G is equal to I minus EF whole inverse, okay. Then which of the following statements are true? You see friends, this means G into I minus EF, because it is in inverse, product of these two is I, and I minus EF into G, this is the one. Now if you just multiply G minus GEF is equal to, here also G minus EFG, am I correct? So from this friends, GEF is equal to EFG, GEF is equal to EFG, this statement is correct, right. Second one friends, you see you consider G is equal to I minus EF whole inverse. So here you multiply with F, here multiply with E, left multiplication with F, right multiplication with E. So F into I minus EF whole inverse into E. Can I write it as E inverse into I minus EF into F inverse whole inverse? Yes. So friends, if you just multiply with E inverse here and F inverse here, if you multiply with E inverse you will get E inverse, E will go, minus f into f inverse whole inverse, which gives friends E inverse f inverse minus I whole inverse. This is the one. So friends, what I can say is, you see, this is equal to its inverse. So I can say here, right, consider, you see, E, so we want Fe kind of determinant, okay, Fe kind of determinant, yeah, you see here, after we see that FGE is this, you can observe that one is inverse of this, you can write that, you see, FGE multiplied by, you see, this matrix, what is E inverse F inverse minus I, because one is inverse of the other, their product is going to be I, right. Now I can say that since it is inverse of this, you can say that, you see, det of FGE into det of E inverse F inverse minus I. For your convenience, let me erase this a bit so that we can understand little easily. So this is the first step. Yeah. So we proved that in this step, dear friends, FGE, yeah, is equal to inverse of this. So my point is to write, so det FGE into det E inverse F inverse minus I must be equal to 1, because one is inverse of the other, right. So now you just do one thing, you multiply both sides with det FE, because we want det FE, you see option A. So I will take det FE on both sides to obtain option A, or to verify option A. Okay. So if it is multiplied with det FGE into det E inverse F inverse minus I into det FE is equal to det FE. Okay. This is det FE. Now you see, if you multiply with FE, you see what will you get? Det FGE into FE, if you multiply, this becomes I minus FE, det is equal to det FE, right. That is what it is given here. Of course, left, right they have. So this is the thing. So we proved this as well as this. In the same way, friends, you can also try with option B. Option B, it is simple. What you can do is, you see, yeah, you can just consider I minus FE multiplied by I plus FGE. Need to check whether it is I or not. For that, I minus FGE minus FE plus, you see, FE FGE. FE FGE. You see friends, EFG is nothing but GEF, right. Moreover, we have seen, yeah, G inverse, you see, G into I minus EF is equal to I. You see, G minus I is equal to GEF, right. So here GEF, if you could find, you can find here, you can replace by G minus I. See, this is G minus GEF is equal to I, G minus A, but here GEF is not there. You try to write like I minus EF into G is equal to I, G minus EFG is equal to I. EFG can be replaced by G minus I. So friends, I minus FGE minus FE plus F into G minus I, F into G minus I into E. You just see minus FGE plus FGE gets cancelled, minus FE plus FE gets cancelled, you will be left with I. So this option is correct. Whereas the same place minus is kept, it will not be correct. Matter of simplification and rearrangement, right. Next, You see friends, it is a standard question itself. You see Sn of x, where x is positive, that is important information here. You can write, you see cot inverse, in the sense since x is positive, the entries are positive, I can write sigma k is equal to 1 to n tan inverse of, you can reverse it. So x I want to write k plus 1 into x minus kx by 1 plus k plus 1 into x into kx. Am I correct? So you can write it as friends, sigma k is equal to 1 to n tan inverse of n plus 1 into x, I mean to say k plus 1 into x minus tan inverse of kx. Yes. Now you try to apply sigma. So when you apply sigma, you are going to get it as tan inverse of n plus 1 into x minus, the first one you are going to get tan inverse 2x minus tan inverse x. So this is going to be tan inverse x. This is going to be our Snx friends. Now S10 of x means tan inverse 11x minus tan inverse x, you will get like tan inverse of, so 11x minus x 10x by 1 plus 11x square. So you can see friends, he said cot inverse of that S10 of x, this can be written as pi by 2 minus of, am I correct? This is, he has written, this is S10 of x, reverse he has written, you see reverse of this, you can write cot inverse of 1 plus 11x square by 10x. So cot inverse, since it is positive pi by 2 minus x, you can write, so option A is correct. And as n tends to infinity friends, this goes to, you see tan inverse infinity means pi by 2 minus tan inverse x, it is independent of n, which is cot inverse x. Cot of cot inverse x is x, as x is positive, so we are correct. And S3 of x is pi by 4, he said. S3 of x is nothing but friends tan inverse 4x minus tan inverse x. You see tan inverse x, 4x minus tan inverse x means tan inverse 4x minus x, 3x by 1 plus 4x square is equal to pi by 4. That means 3x by 1 plus 4x square is equal to tan pi by 4 1. You just observe the solutions, you will get delta negative, and hence this is a wrong statement. Similarly Sn of x, you see this one always less than or equal to 1 by 2 is wrong, because maybe at infinity x is almost 0, you can take, you can say x is very, n can be very big, you can take, or x is around 1 if you take, you can say that this can be even more than 1, near to pi by 2. So friends, I can say this statement is wrong, you can check through some examples even. So only A, B are correct, right dear friends. The next, you see, if you just know the language of complex numbers, it is very easy friends. You see argument of z plus alpha by z plus beta, where alpha beta are real numbers, represents a circle friends. So this could be a circle where x axis point may be minus alpha comma 0 minus beta comma 0. This subtends an angle pi by 4 here, that is the meaning general point z. So at the center it may subtend 90 degrees because it is pi by 4. Now the question is friend, the circle equation is given already, he is asking alpha beta. Arey yaar, this is x axis, means to find this put y is equal to 0 in this, you will get x square plus 5x plus 4 equal to 0. So you will get x is equal to minus 1 minus 4. Yes, they are nothing but minus alpha minus beta. So minus alpha minus beta are minus 1 minus 4. So alpha beta are going to be 1 comma 4. Yes, definitely you see on x axis when you take, you see here shortest angle, I mean acute angle is given, you are taking this, alpha is here, alpha is going to be, you see this is going to be, I can say minus alpha means minus 1 comma 0, this is minus 4 comma 0. So beta is equal to 4 correct, alpha beta is equal to 4 correct, that is all, a simple one. If you know the actual notation of complex numbers, geometry of complex numbers, it is very easy question, right. The next friends, 17th question, you see you can easily solve this. case 1 x square minus 1 greater than or equal to 0 friends. In this case you can write 3x square minus 4 into x square minus 1 plus x minus 1 equal to 0. You just solve this quadratic equation friends. Minus x square plus x plus 4 minus 1 which is plus 3 equal to 0, x square minus x minus 3 equal to 0. You just find the solutions such that x square that means x value must be between minus 1 and 1 to infinity. In this region if it lies we are comfortable, you just find the solutions. Of course minus b plus r minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So definitely when you take positive it is root 13 means around 4, we can say 4 plus 1 5 by 2 more than 1, correct, and negative also 1 minus root 4 means approx minus 3 by 2 is less than this. You will get two solutions in this case. In the same way case 2 is x square minus 1 less than 0. In this case friends it is negative 3x square minus 4 into, you can write 1 minus x square plus x minus 1 equal to 0. So 3x square plus 4x square plus 4 minus 1 plus 3 plus x plus 3 equal to 0. Yeah, you will get 7x square plus x plus 3 equal to 0. So you just try to solve the equation here. 3x square plus 4x square, 7x square plus x, and I can say 7x square plus x, yeah, you can see, yeah, minus 4 minus 1, right, minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5 equal to 0, yeah, this is minus 5 equal to 0. So you just find the solutions, undoubtedly you will get two solutions, you just check whether it satisfies, they also satisfy, so there will be 4 solutions for this, right friends. The next, this question, basic question in applications of trigonometry, that is properties of triangles. You are given sides small c is given, small a is given, small b is given. You know friends, cot a we try to write like cos a by sin a. By cosine rule cos a is b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc sin a. So you can write friends, this is b square plus c square minus a square by 4 delta, that is all. In the same way cot c cot b, now what you are going to get? You will get cot ac means ac gets cancelled, 2b square by, you will get a square plus c square minus b square you will get. You know a value, b value, c value, substitute, you will get the answer. Now you see friends, after 18th question, this question 19th, you see u v are two unit vectors, okay, unit vectors not perpendicular to each other, fine. Then given u bar bar w bar is 1 and v w dot is 1 and w w dot is 4, right. Then the volume of the parallelepiped with the adjacent sides u v w is given root 2. So we need this. Friends, as you know, this is u bar is unit vector, v bar is unit vector. Just to find this, what you need is u bar dot v bar, right. So for that we use this data. The volume of the parallelepiped is root 2 in the sense, let us consider box u bar, v bar, w bar, box square. You see this can be written like the determinant u bar dot u bar, u bar dot v bar, u bar dot w bar. Similarly v bar dot u bar, v bar dot v bar, v bar dot w bar, w bar dot u bar, w bar dot v bar, w bar dot w bar. This value is given, root 2 square is given as 2. Now in this you see this is unit vector, so this is 1, this is 1 and w bar dot w bar is also given 4. So you can take this as a matrix 1 1 4, the determinant. In the same way he said we want u dot v is required, u dot v is required. You see u dot w is given, v dot w is given, this value is given, this value is given, u dot v, this is unknown and this is unknown. So now if you just expand this determinant and equate it to 2, you will get u bar dot v bar is going to be 1 by 2. Once this is obtained, it is not that difficult to find. Consider 3u bar plus 5v bar square, which is, you see, you can write 9 magnitude of u bar square, 25 magnitude of b bar square plus 30 u bar dot v bar. Now friends, u bar dot v bar is 1 by 2, which is 15, 25 plus 15 is 40 plus 9, 49. So its square is 9, so this is going to be 7. That's all, a very simple question. So friends, in this P1 2021 advanced paper, hardly 3 to 4 questions are lengthy. If you could solve them at the end of the paper, the rest of the paper is almost, I can say, it is based on the standard models only. Hope you have enjoyed the solution session, right dear students. In the next session we will see the solutions for P2 even, right. Stay tuned to Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya.